I'm about to style my hair and I thought, why not tell you guys my top 5 can't live without hair products. I have picked my top 5 favorite products to show you guys today, and honestly, this was a lot harder than I expected it to be. I thought, no problem, my top 5 is going to be easy, but then I pulled out 15 products and I'm like, I can't live without any of these. But I really wanted to narrow it down to 5, so I took some time. I thought really hard about it, and if I could only buy 5 products, these would be the 5 that I would buy. So let's go through them. These are my top 5 hair products as someone with thin, fine hair. But honestly, even if I had more hair, thicker, more textured hair, I think I'd still love these 5 products. These 5 products are pretty universally great products for all hair types, but especially essential if you have thin, fine hair like me. Number 1 is a clarifying shampoo. This one is the Malibu Sea Undo Goo. And a clarifying shampoo is going to be really essential if you are someone who uses a lot of hair products. If you have thin, fine hair, you're probably going to use a lot of styling products, especially if you've been here for a while. I know a lot of people with thin, fine hair shy away from styling products, but once you learn how to use them and realize the benefits they can have, you're definitely going to be using them a ton. But you want to make sure you are using clarifying shampoo. Clarifying shampoo is going to help your hair not get weighed down by all those products, because as much as those products are meant to fluff up and volumize your hair, once they build up on your hair, they're going to weigh your hair down. Rotating a clarifying shampoo into your routine is absolutely essential. You have to do it. Not only will it help your hair to not be as oily and weighed down, but it will really help your hair to properly absorb any nutrient-rich products that you use. Any products that you use for volumizing are going to work better because you're not going to be fighting against all the weight of old product. You absolutely have to use clarifying shampoo. I use it about every 4th to 6th time that I wash my hair, which works out to about once a month for how often I wash my hair. If you have never used a clarifying shampoo before and you're rotating one in for the first time, I would definitely recommend using it maybe every 2nd or 3rd wash for the first little while, just until you kind of get your hair on a good cleansed routine. But once you are using it on a regular basis, about once a month or every 4th to 6th wash is going to be absolutely more than enough. Make sure you always follow it up with a good quality hydrating conditioner so that your hair doesn't get dried out. Product number 2 that I absolutely cannot live without is leave-in conditioner, a multi-use leave-in product, because while leave-in conditioner is super, super great for helping your hair to be really easy to brush through, it's detangling, it's going to give your hair softness and shine and smoothness. A multi-use product also is going to have things in it like heat protection, anti-humidity, anti-frizz, all kinds of things like that. And so it's just so many different products in one, and especially if you have really fine hair like me, having a multi-use product just cuts down on how many products you're going to have to put in your hair. This is by Matrix. It's called the Miracle Creator Multitask Treatment, the Miracle Creator 20 Multitask Treatment. I use this on my hair every single time I wash it, and I use it on every single client's hair that I use. Everybody loves it. This is a product that almost all of my clients purchase because their hair feels amazing after I use it. Detangling, heat protection, smoothness, shine, you name it, it does it. 20 different things. And if you're only ever going to buy one product, this is the one that I would buy. In case you were wondering, yes, all of these products are linked in my Amazon storefront, except the Undo Goo. It's only in my American Amazon storefront, not in my Canadian one, because it is not available on Amazon in Canada. But just because it's not available on Amazon in Canada doesn't mean you can't find it. You can find it at places like Chatters, online, different beauty suppliers. It is available in Canada, just for some reason not on Amazon.ca. And I know this for a fact because I am Canadian. Product number 3 that I absolutely cannot live without is a volumizing mousse. I have several that are my favorites. You'll find all of them linked in my Amazon storefront. Today I am going to be using my plus size bodifying Perfect Body Mousse, by Amika. It is a great one for extra volume, a lot of oomph, a lot of hold with whatever styles you create, giving your hair a really workable texture. And it is super lightweight. It absolutely does not weigh down my hair. It is designed to volumize fine hair, so you will not have problems with this unless you use way too much of it. But a volumizing mousse is a styling product that I cannot go without, and it will make a huge difference in the success of doing all the different hair tutorials that I teach you here. Using a product like this is going to make your hair much more workable and much more cooperative when you're trying to do all those different styles. I find mousse is a really misunderstood product. A lot of people think mousse is only for curly hair. There are curl defying mousses, but there are mousses for all kinds of types of hair. And volumizing mousse, if you have thin, fine hair, is absolutely an amazing product for you. I know it's a scary product to use at first, and it is definitely one that if you overuse it is going to weigh down your hair, but don't let that stop you from experimenting with it. Each mousse you'll find, once you've used it a few times, you'll figure out how much you can use. This is one that I use less of. Some I use a much bigger amount in my hair. This is definitely a heavier product, so I don't use as much, but you'll get to know that as you use different products. Don't ever be afraid of experimenting with products just because you used it once and it didn't work out well. Fourth product that I cannot live without is my Olaplex number 6. I love this one because you can put it in. It's a leave-in styling treatment, so you can put it in wet. It's going to help your hair blow dry a lot more smooth, especially if you get frizzies on your ends. And it's super lightweight, so that's important if you have fine hair. It's going to not leave your hair weighed down, but it's going to give you that smoothness and that silky feeling that you really want if your ends do get dry and frizzy. But it also has enough oomph that if you have really thick, coarse hair, it's going to work great for that too. So I love this one for everyone's hair. And then I love this one because you can also put it in your hair dry. It is my number one favorite product to refresh my hair with in the morning, especially if I used some dry shampoo, something that's going to dry my hair out a bit. I put a bit of this, about a pea-sized amount in my hand. I run it through my mids and my ends, and it just re-softens and gives everything a bit more shine, gets rid of a bit of that dullness from my hair getting dry from all the dry texture products that I use. So Olaplex number 6, wet hair, dry hair, doesn't matter. Amazing styling product for all hair types, and definitely one of the ones I cannot live without because it just gives your hair that perfect, finished, smooth look without any weight or looking oily or dirty. The last product that I picked as my top 5 cannot live without is my texturizing powder. I would consider texturizing powder or texturizing spray equal, not really product specific here. But a dry texturizing powder or texturizing spray is absolutely essential for doing updos, for doing messy buns, especially if you have thin, fine hair. Not only is this going to make your hair look and feel a lot thicker, but it is going to give your hair the grip and texture and remove some of that moisture that's required to make your hair hold those shapes that you want it to hold. When you have really fine, smooth hair, your hair is really going to struggle not to just fall flat, and these dry texture products like this Puff Me is going to make your hair cooperate. It's going to make it look thick. It's going to make it look amazing, and you are going to have 10 times easier time working with your hair with these dry texturizing products. They are definitely a difficult product to get used to using. A lot of people struggle with the feel of these products at first, especially if you're used to your hair being clean. But stick it out. These products are worth using. You're just going to have to get used to what it feels like to have them in your hair. I hope that helps. I hope that gives you an idea of some products that you can buy and that you can try in your hair, especially if you have thin, fine hair like mine. I really encourage you to experiment with products and take my advice, but it is not the holy grail. And just because I love something, it doesn't mean you will. You might find another product that works 10 times better for your hair because everyone's hair is so different depending on your water at home, your styling routine, your lifestyle, everything. So when you see someone like me recommending products, that's a great place to start, but don't be discouraged if it doesn't turn out to be the perfect product for you and you have to do a little more experimenting. Have fun with it. Buy sample size products. You can usually buy most products in travel size, and that's a great way to try products before committing to the full size bottle. And let me know in the comments how you guys feel about these types of products in your hair, or what your top 5 products are, because I would love to explore some of your top 5 favorite products as well, because I'm always open to exploring new products. I love exploring new products. Thanks so much for watching today, guys. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos. I do post 3 a week. And hit that like button because it really helps me out. Bye, guys.